Welcome once again to some Wargame Airland Battle action. It's going to be 3 versus 3 on the good old Trondheim map, and yeah, we'll just go over to the opponent's perspective. So as NATO, we got myself, Lightman, Red Rooster, and the Panther. On the packed side, we got Nick, Hasley, and Mad Max. So battle lines being battle lines are being drawn. Looks like I'll be taking the southern flank. Interesting little water effect there, but anyway, yeah, I'll be taking the southern flank, and yeah, Max is going to take the northern flank. I'll be helping out in Echo, taking Golf. Red Rooster's going to be going over there. Also to Hotel. Someone's hopefully going to go to Juliet, and to Foxtrot from our team at some point. We'll see what happens. But in any case, let us fast forward. I believe we'll just be playing as mixed nature. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure I am. And our opponents would probably be playing at your Sassar, or just packed. We'll see what happens. And there we go. The game is afoot. A couple of courses coming in for myself, probably just to bomb out Echo, it seems, yep. A couple of helicopters landing at Foxtrot from Mad Max. A couple of MiGs coming in, SUs coming in as well, just to maintain air superiority. And yeah, we actually have the Panther coming in with an F4F Ice. Not really going to be able to compete with an SU-27S. Pretty sure, yeah, just at a glance. And not to mention a supporting... Wait a minute. Well, just a MiG-21SM with no ECM, but well, it still does have some infrared missiles, so there you go. Man. Man. Anyway, Mad Max looks like he's going to be attacking that point in yard, so it looks like they're firmly in control of Foxtrots. Red Reese's just going to be hanging around in this little intersection here, and as for myself, yeah, just mostly going to, yeah, back to where I said I was going to go, to Golf. And Echo, should we get an MCV? Oh no, not an MCV, but rather just a CV there. I think I misplaced it though. It's actually just outside of the range there. Kind of sucks, but there you go. As for opponents, okay, yep, SU-27 is taking a bit of damage, but nothing too significant. These Yard Commanders, on the other hand, they will suffer a bit under the Mod Schutzens. Although these guys are both panicked and the Yard Commandos aren't, so I'm guessing that these guys probably took out their transports and thus panicked them. Huh. Well, in any case, Red Rooster being forced to retreat. My CV will hopefully eventually be moved to Golf, something for me to take into account next time. Opponents actually captured Foxtrot before capturing Delta, a bit of a mistake really, so we're actually going to get +1 coming in for the time being. And we've also got some bombs being dropped as well. Oh my god. And there goes my CV, didn't even get to capture that point at all. Whoops. Oh well, at least I seem to have set up my infantry and such. I suppose it's better than nothing. A couple of cannon and Jagdpanzers also coming in. Probably being sent a bit far forward really, but I suppose they'll distract the opponents a bit while my ATGM and lands fire at them and get into position as well. UGS is also coming in, and yeah, Marines engineered the combats as well for a bit of flamer support, and a couple of Eyehawks as well coming in. Also we're sending in Accurate Rooster sending in his own CV to the middle, but yeah, definitely want to capture that as quickly as possible since our opponents are now starting to win. Rather, yeah, they technically are winning actually, just starting to win. They are winning when it comes to score points. Will it last though? Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. All I know is that these late shooters have got pretty good range actually. 1575, but these Leopards are apparently close enough for them to hit right after, oh, they're just going after these transports. I swear they were aiming straight at these Leopards, but in any case, Nick unfortunately has surrendered from the enemy team. It's going to make microing a little bit trickier for opponents. We'll see what happens. In any case, Elite Schutzens get some napalm straight to the face. MIT is also coming in to reinforce. They probably don't stand too much of a chance actually. Yep, down they go. Ouch. A couple more missiles there just for good effect. More expensive Mi-24s do manage to escape there, but yeah. Everything else seems to get blown to smithereens, and ouch, a couple more transports I think getting destroyed. Nothing too significant when it comes to vehicles though, I have to be careful. And speaking of what's happening on the southern flank, we do have Montestelski's trying to come in. Engaging my guys out in the open is not going to do them any favours. I'm pretty sure there used to be 2 squads of ATGMs here, so it looks like they did manage to wipe out 1 squad at the very least. It's, well actually I should have sent these guys a bit further back when I had the Montestelskis there, especially since these guys don't have any rockets or anything. But there you go, still managing, oh actually these ones were behind here, actually managing to get some pot shots there. Who to think? Tram coming into myself, well, unfortunately not exactly scoring many hits, and It does manage to escape though, thankfully. Very lucky actually, given the fact that it was... Wow, very lucky actually. There was 2 Tunguskas that it was up against. Interesting, and... Interesting indeed. That's wait a minute, what are the ranges on these things? Yeah, they should have been able to engage these helicopters. The one that got taken out by the helicopter should be able to engage it in turn. But in any case, we did manage to blunt our opponent's assaults there. And given the relatively light defenses, relatively light defenses we have for Alpha, we could actually try to just keep on going on the assault. But nope, instead our opponent's going to try to counterattack on the middle this time round, going to come up against my US Space Marines who are going to blow the fuck out of them. Although I have to admit, they did at least get the Modschutzens out before that happened. But yeah, Heimatschutzens back as well as a couple of APCs now starting to fire. Actually, yeah, these Modschutzens don't stand too much of a chance actually. Just zoom straight into them, a bit noisy, but there we go, just watch them die in close combat there. Very nice. Just the transport remaining basically. A couple of APs and all that remaining as well, but yeah. Lions have solidified. Unfortunately, they've solidified in our opponent's favour. They do have slightly more score points than we do. More than enough, most likely, for it to count as a win for them. And they've also got a nice little beachhead as well. Well, okay, it's not technically a beach. Okay, they've got a bridgehead on our side of the river, which kind of sucks as well. So attacking Foxtrot is going to be pretty tricky with them controlling both sides of the bridge. Although... not entirely impossible though, as you can see, their defences are still relatively light though. And we're even managing to get some commando shots on these Panzers T-55s. Although they all seem to be missing though. Wait a minute, 105. Ah, okay, 105, of course, that's the West German one. Yep, sure is. So, not really sure why Hassel is sending them in. I mean, they're 50 points apiece. What's amazing is that they're actually surviving. Everything seems to be missing them. Oh, I might as well get a closer view of that, I suppose. There we go. Victimandu. No, one of them gets destroyed. The other ones will most likely get destroyed as well, but what the hell, let's just get a sort of closer view of that. There goes the other one, and the Slade tank that we're following will probably get destroyed as well. This will be the East German one as well. So there goes that one, and just one more left, and he'll probably die soon enough. God damn, how he can actually see anything is quite amazing really, because I can't really see anything that's firing from within these forests. But there we go, this guy, he's pretty stoic though, just standing there taking the shots. Yeah, not really sure why exactly Hasseli sends him forward. I mean, sending in, you know, a couple of empty transports or an incredibly cheap, not bad, incredibly cheap, say T-34s or something like that, you know, to spots, that makes a bit of sense, you know, just to see trying to see what the hell's going on there. But yeah, sending in 450, actually were they 50 point? Yeah, 50 point tanks. That's 200 points, like 150, I suppose this guy's not dead yet. 150 points down the drain for getting a little bit of scouting information. It's not much, to say the least. Not much at all. Battles continue as well. Cannon and Jagdpanzers being engaged by Malyutkas, who seem to be missing all over the place. Missing and probably screwing with their missiles a bit as well, as in now wasting the missiles, should I say. So Hasley is determined to keep up pressure here. He probably knows that, you know, we could try to mount an attack on Foxtrot from here and it'd be far more viable than trying to go this way. I mean, even if we manage to clear out all the enemy forces here, I mean, going across the bridge, yeah, it's probably not going to work too well, to say the least. Although it would be interesting to try though. I mean, if we could flame out the FJBs and all that, just to flame everything in this general area and try to advance under the cover of the flames, well, it might actually work, but it's not happening just yet. Though notice also got a couple of helicopters moving on the side there, probably myself just trying to get a flank happening. We'll see what happens. These Malukas are not faring too well at all though. I think they've taken out, well, these, actually no, wait a minute, I'm not really sure what the hell they've taken out. These Cannon and Jagdpanzers are still here, which I'm pretty sure they were firing at before, and there we go, they managed to take out one of the Fuchses. It's Fucht, basically, but really, pretty light APC to say the least, and I'm not sure why the Panther is bunching up his anti-air like that. It's Marderol and 2s especially. I mean, if they were like 10-point AAAs, of course, they'd be just fine, but yeah, you definitely do not want to be bunching up radar-based SAMs especially like that, but there you go. What can you do, eh? What can you do? We've got our own counterattacks coming in, so Red Rooster and just well, mostly Red Rooster and the Panther concentrating on the road to Foxtrot. We do have a couple of counterattacks happening in, what point is this anyway? Oh, that's not actually a point, that's just the across the bridge bit. Damn it, I kind of missed that. So a couple of ATGMs being exchanged here and there. These guys are going to be firing at the Leopards, which are going to be firing at them in turn, actually taking... I'm not sure if they actually took out any of the squads. I think they just reduced them both by 1 point each. Yep, there you go. There goes one squad. Comes a plane maybe to reply to that. Oh no, it's actually my own tram to reply to these encroaching BMPs and other APCs. Very nasty indeed. My journey to combat, as mighty as they are for flame infantry, well, actually no, they're doing a good job. Sorry, they're doing a good job actually flaming the shit out of everything, so if they can get these Lecter Schutzens, that'd be great, especially since these guys are only shaken, not stirred or panicked. Yeah, we're getting to them now, and see... They're both panicked, but these guys do have flamers actually, so it'll be interesting to see how they'll actually fare against them. In case BMP is also trying to do a bit of damage, and, well, there we go, finally the, I think they were Lecter Schutzens or Powerful Gods or whatever they were, getting taken out. More Schutzens remaining. We could actually there's a couple of FJBs, so they're worried, but yeah, I wouldn't really want to send aircraft around here just yet though, but some artillery combined with aircraft would, yeah, just to set everything on fire here, then just move under cover of that, so we can actually get ourselves a nice little beachhead as well. But nope, looks like we just got forces standing by instead. Corsairs myself coming in, as well as a tram. Okay, so I've spotted the BMP for my helicopters by looks of things, and oh wait, no, yeah, there we go. Okay, the other one was just for the VDVs apparently, and yeah, that bomber, that tram, I think it was called, was for the CV, and down he goes. We finally got +2 points coming in. It'll definitely help us catch up. Opponents will probably be moving in as quickly as possible. Yep, Mad Max sending in the SPW as quickly as possible. In fact, actually, just have a look at this. Really, I could have moved in. Well, Red Rooster is going to try to move in, but okay, now I see. Of course, they've got regular reinforcements from this very tunnel. I forgot that that's actually still in this map, so they can actually reinforce those points incredibly quickly. Okay, Alpha and well, I suppose Foxtrot as well. I suppose we can reinforce whatever this is, Echo, and they'll have an easier time against Foxtrot. I think Foxtrot will be a bit more, well, just because it's closer to us, it'll be a little bit more forgiving to try to capture rather than more faraway points. Although it was 2 points worth, unfortunately, they did manage to they did manage to send in the CV pretty freaking quickly from that nearby tunnel. Sucks, but what can you do? Another attack by Husley, sending in his transports up. Mills Marines, well, they're only shaken, not stirred. And yes, I can't get enough of that joke. But anyway, let's just follow on this battle. I suppose there doesn't seem to be much else happening, really. Just a couple of APCs infantry coming in, and yeah, that's not really going to cut it, to say least. Jesus, that is really going to be freaking loud. SU-27S as well, actually, coming in to provide a bit of local air superiority. A little bit too close by looks of things, and down he goes. Pretty sure that was an SU-27S. The premier air superiority aircraft for the Soviets. Wait a minute, Tunchas. Okay, that must be East German. Yes, it is. Huh. Yeah, not too shabby, I suppose, for artillery. From orders, especially. And so there you go, so I'll be reinforcing Echo at the very least to my chieftains and such, and really, yeah, these guys, they won't be taking it anytime soon. Actually, what we'll be doing as well, actually, the looks of it, is might actually be mounting an attack. Okay, mostly just Red Rooster, he might be mounting an attack on Alpha. It's going to be tricky, to say the least, and the thing is, they do have a recon helicopter there. So, okay, it's a bit too far away then, the BMP's not spotting much either, so they don't actually know that we do have a few forces incoming. He could just be reinforcing, actually, just see what happens on that front. More Schutzens versus GND combat, I like those odds. And these guys, actually, strange enough, they're still alive. Huh, weird to think. Of course, I have to be careful that I don't walk these guys into my own flames that I've created, and yeah, that's exactly where they're going. Whoopsie long. And indeed, yes, the Panther definitely has a point there. We do need to take Foxtrot, so opponents, well, managing to hold us back, despite the fact that they've got one man down, but unlike, say, Men of War, the units and the resources and all that, they're redistributed amongst the remaining players, so thank God for that, actually. In fact, I'm not really sure why the hell Men of War doesn't do that. I mean, suffering lack of micro is one thing, but then, really, then you have an entire player less in terms of units and resources for men of war. It's pretty freaking silly, to say the least, but there we go. What can you do, eh? What can you do? These flicker files could be a bit closer forward. These helicopters might be able to get a few shots in without getting taken down. But yeah, these infantry attacks by Hasley, yeah, they're not really going to work too well at all. Although my chieftain, I should actually be a bit more careful with him. Yeah, he's actually getting attacked by the Schutzens. He needs to be back just a little bit further, actually. In fact, yeah, why are these Capenzas taking him on? Okay, there we go. Now they are. That's freaking time. Huh. Wow. Talk about horrendous autonomy. Just as well don't need to be used in defense, I suppose. Yeah, they should do a good job against the Schutzens. The chieftain is doing a good job tanking the shots on it, but he should be, yeah, I should just send him a bit further back, actually. What can you do? Another aircraft getting destroyed, thankfully. Corsairs and such coming into myself to bomb the fuck out of them. And Red Rooster also very slowly but surely coming in with his own infantry forces. And yeah, our enemies are definitely going to know what's coming now. I mean, the recon helicopter itself is getting attacked, sort of. There we go, finally gets attacked. Oh god, this ice is probably gonna die horribly, although... Wait a minute, you've got to be kidding me. Oh no, he actually evac'd. I'll be damned. Oh, there you go. Right over AA, who to think, eh? Of course, evacing over AA is the standard... Okay, very nice cover there. Yeah, evacing over AA is the standard thing for the AI planes to do, of course. Actually, I think some ATGMs around here will definitely not go amiss either. If they can actually reach this bridge, you can actually find out just by selecting something, when you're actually playing, selecting something, and then I believe if you tell it to attack the ground, then you can see the distance. So I think, yeah, this bit here is still well away from all these guys, and I think you can aim at the bridge, not 100% sure. Apparently, well, if you can get a helicopter to crash there, then I suppose you can land some stuff there. Actually, possibly even here as well, actually, since that does count as that dense forest. Yeah, nice level of detail, actually. But anyway, enough of the levels of details. Let's see if we can concentrate on the battles themselves. So, Red Rooster, and am I actually helping at all? Ah, no, there we go. Yep, there's my help. Empty transports, gotta love them. Oh, there we go, and a couple of Seahawks coming in as well. Some recon too, so there we go, helping a little bit, but yeah, Red Rooster's definitely spearheading this attack. And, well, these Mi-24 VPs are being a massive pain in the ass. These flak panzers are doing everything they can against them. And yeah, they're the shitty 15-point ones. We need more dedicated anti-air, basically. And maybe some artillery fire in these Concordes and T-55s. Well, that wouldn't go amiss either. Unfortunately, we're just getting torn to shreds. Yeah, we just don't have enough against them, really. And the problem is the opponents can reinforce instantly, essentially, while yeah, our reinforcements take way longer to get there. But well, there we go, we are trying. So yeah, definitely we need a bit more support on our end if we're going to make anything happen. Seahawks, they should be able to take out the Concordes at the very least, maybe even the tanks as well. There's no anti-air at all, actually, which is quite amazing, except these FJBs and Stella's, but Stella's not there all the way there. So Concordes will eventually get taken out, Seahawks expending all their freaking missiles to do that. Hopefully it was worth it, the supply cost. And our opponents are trying to counterattack Echo, but yeah, really, they're not going to be breaking it anytime soon, most likely. Foxtrot is also continually getting reinforced. Doesn't look like they're trying to make any more bridges, any more runs across the bridge though, but they do have a nice little bridge head here though. Just going to make attacking that much more of a pain in the ass. We'll see what happens though. And very nice as well. Okay, so he's commenting on me dropping some bombs there. Unfortunately though, I didn't take out the CV, if I did actually drop anything there. Unfortunately, but there we go, at least we do have some artillery finally coming in from multiple angles, going to be mildly shaking these T-55s. There we go, finally. Unfortunately, they're already, unfortunately they're already out of ATGMs though, so it's not going to have as much of an effect as one would hope, but still better than nothing. These Schutzers won't be doing too much either. More ATGMs are incoming from these Concordes though. Thankfully though, they're only aiming at one single empty transport. It's not an empty truck, unfortunately, but there we go, there's the empty Jupiters coming in for, well, just one empty Jupiter coming in for myself. Should just send in the rest, really. I'll use them for something. But there we go. We've got a beacon, okay, beacon for Mad Max just to defend that point. headquarters is getting bombed to hell and back, worried and panicked. These guys just panicked and shaken now. So overall, a successful defense by both sides. Unfortunately for us, we do not have more score points than they do, so we can't just sit back and defend. Instead, we're actually going to be assaulting with Panther 2s. For some reason, I'm not sure why the Panther's doing that. Not with Panthers, so with Leopard 2s. Panthers, yes. I was thinking, yeah, his name's Panthers, of course, the tanks he's driving are going to be the Panthers from World War II. But anyway, not quite. Instead, he's just going to be driving them straight into enemy infantry, and yeah, these guys with the rocket launchers, well, they're taking pot shots, they're doing a bit of damage. Not much damage, but they're still doing it though. So, not really sure why the Panther was sending in these guys without any support. I mean, really? Where's the infantry? Where's the artillery? Where's anything, for God's sake? Well, I guess we're doing a good job of defending against enemy aircraft, I'll admit, although they do still manage to take out one of our tanks, and this Su-2T M4 manages to get out scot-free. Bam. Wow. Crap loads of missiles being launched at just at the wrong moments. Very unfortunate, but what can you do? Actually, do have Mad Max and Husley deploying quite a few troops and tanks, a couple of APCs and such here and there, but really they're not going to be able to do too much. And neither are we for that matter. I do have a couple of French Sparrows coming in, strange enough. Just looking back on this, actually, there is a couple of possible insertion points for helicopter infantry as well, actually. I mean, they'd almost certainly get detected, but, well, it's still a possibility, actually, but no, instead of just sending these guys forward, and actually going to be revealing themselves, of course. Okay, that explains why they got killed off before, actually. I was wondering, you know, how they got killed off so readily with their exceptional stealth, and yeah, of course, they were using those bloody sniper rifles that I should have disabled. Whoopsie lonk. Yeah, well, more artillery getting launched, and the Panther from our side is actually surrendering, so now you could say the teams are even, even though they seem to have been even for pretty much the entire game, seeing as how, you know, everything was pretty much equal. But Panther's left, unfortunately, so leaving everything else in our hands. Although, even though it says he's left, well, we still see his name over units. So, I don't know if that's meant to be a bug or not, but in any case, we're still at a stalemate, though, and it's in our opponent's favour, which really sucks to say the least. Thankfully, we do have some anti-air coming in, so just spamming NM195s. Well, they've got plenty of AA missiles, I suppose, for such cheap AA pieces, although autonomy could be a bit better, as well as their speed. The missiles aren't too bad, I suppose, at least they won't fall to seed planes. Actually, a pretty decent rate of fire, even though the range isn't that great. I suppose HE power isn't too bad. 2 missiles per plane, and down they go. So there we go, we are continuing to push forward, laying a bit of smoke as well. Who the hell is actually launching that smoke? Okay, it looks like it's myself, with the cheap Abbots, of course. Wow, that range is pretty crappy, but there we go. I suppose they get the job done. Good old tube artillery, just being able to fire from the safety of our base. Probably could have just used mortars instead, but there we go. I guess I don't have them in that deck. Well, there you go. That also allows them, you know, to free artillery pretty much anywhere else. So they're really, if they're positioned around here, then if the mortars or artillery or whatever was positioned around here, then it could really aim at pretty much anything around here anyway. So we'll see what happens though. Still continuing to move forward. Red Rooster sending up his Milans, who unfortunately are a bit out of their depth really. They should be used against vehicles and tanks, and instead they're going up against helicopters and infantry. Not too good. My Seahawks on the other hand managing to take out the last of these T-55s that were being a pain in the ass. And hopefully we should be able to take out these helicopters relatively easily. My NM105s are in the freaking smoke though, they're not being able to get any shots. Oh, finally they managed to do some damage, but unfortunately most of them are panicked from something or other, not really sure from what. And these helicopters, because of the smoke and the way it obscures range, yeah, these helicopters managing to get away scot-free, but thankfully the Eagles managing to clean them up from myself, and they will be able to actually be able to survive. Nope, one of them goes down, and the second one also is down as well. Very unfortunate, but really flying straight into the fucking enemy AA. If they turned around in this direction, they would have got away pretty much scot-free, and we actually do have artillery coming in, good old MLRS is coming in. Yeah, these NM195s don't stand a chance at all, especially going up on their own, to say the least. Artillery coming in from all angles. We got opponents firing smoke on our stuff as well, actually, while we're counter-smoking their stuff. flames being launched as well in our opponent's infantry mostly, and well, they're still managing to hold us off though. The only problem is though, with this attack, well, despite the fact that I was sending various things forward that should have gone forward, is the fact that, really, look at this, Mad Max is just reinforcing effortlessly, basically, and well, this is something we should have taken into account. In fact, what we should have done is we should have sent in a couple of suicidal napalm bombers, or maybe just one actually, and just bombed this tunnel actually, so anything coming out of it would have been pretty much panicked by the time it got through. In fact, I can't believe we didn't even think of that. I wasn't even thinking about this reinforcement zone here at all, actually, to be honest. I just knew that this point was, of course, closer to an opponent's, but I didn't actually notice this at all when I was playing, and really, whatever we're sending forward, they can basically get the counter out within several seconds, as you can see. And yeah, it's definitely going to make things much harder for ourselves. We are trying, God knows we are trying. At the same time, we are... Okay, never mind, we're not really preparing... Sorry, we're not actually preparing any attacks anywhere else, it seems, although I'm actually trying to reinforce... okay, I'm also screwing up my reinforcement paths a bit as well. They're supposed to be going down this road, but actually going down here instead, and yeah, they're going to be going into a bit of a well-prepared defense here, or contained by our opponents, and yeah, starships and all that. While they were meant to fly, they unfortunately will not be able to do much against such an entrenched opposition here, and really won't be able to do too much against Alpha either, unless if we can take care of this tunnel. So yeah, I mean, just a bit of napalm would be pretty good, although if we actually had some infantry or something like that near here just to instantly launch rockets at whatever comes through here, that'd be great too. But yeah, I think napalm would have been a bit more practical. I mean, it would have almost certainly meant the death of the napalm planes, I mean, especially if they're going to be turning all the way back into the enemy A or something like that. But would have been much better than what we're doing at the moment. We're just using quite a few resources to try to attack this point, and really they can just keep on reinforcing, yeah. They can basically send the counter to whatever we send out so freaking quickly, it's ridiculous. In fact, they actually got to 2 CVs now. Yeah, this point, Alpha, is yeah, it's going to hold for a while. I mean, I am trying to support my artillery, the Abbots, I believe. Yep, they're going to continue firing smoke shells and regular shells, just to try to block out the missiles, but really it's not going to be enough. They're going to keep reinforcing, and well, without anything blocking this tunnel, or at least panicking the stuff that comes through it, we're going to have a hell of a time, to say the least. We are definitely inflicting some damage on opponents, but yeah. There we go, finally I propose attacking Foxtrot, which is actually what the Panther proposed, but we were too busy elsewhere, but what can you do? And oh my, more reinforcements trying to come in for myself, and yeah, the cannon Jagdpanzers and all that, yeah, they're just going to walk straight into traps and yeah, just get the crap blown out of them. Ouch. Well, we got a nice little graveyard there of tanks and such. Actually, these almost look like Jagdpanzers, actually, even though they're cannon and... Well, actually, maybe they're like a modernized version of the Jagdpanzers, because they are called... they're called cannon and Jagdpanzers? Yeah, cannon and Jagdpanzers, so... let's have a look, actually. 1965, though, so they're not quite the Jagdpanzers from World War II, although they're pretty close to them, to say the least, in what they do. But anyway, still continuing to come in, actually trying to send in crap loads of infantry. And, well, my helicopters are just getting torn to shreds. I think I'm trying to drop them by really close, but yeah, there's just too much anti-air here. Way too much anti-air, actually. It's not that much anti-air in general, but man, the crap there is, yeah, there's just too much. And these guys, yeah, if they drop here, they're going to get blown to shreds before they can do anything. We've even got a MiG coming in, you know, just to make sure that these helicopters all go down. My Marines almost completely dead, actually, and yeah. That finishes them off. Cannon and Jagdpanzers trying to make something happen, but yeah, they're just going to get blown to hell and back. Bam, down goes one, and down goes the other one. We'll just get a nice little closer view of that happening as well, and also reducing the frame rate as a result. So yeah, that seems to be most, well, pretty much all of our attack down. Just reinforcing with some AA infantry, but nothing else seems to really be coming. Everything else seems to be going towards Foxtrot now. Let's just have a look, actually. What can they see? Well, they can see some ATGM helis by the Red Rooster for some reason charging into AA there, as well as Dornier by myself, as well as a ATGM helicopter. Not really sure why these guys charged in though. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Mad Max, He notices the smoke being dropped. He knows that there's something's going to be coming sooner rather than later. And yeah, he's definitely going to be right about that. Red Rooster, okay, a whole bunch of mortars. Probably should actually separate them a bit, but there you go. They're all alive, I suppose. So unless if one of them got killed off at some point, used to be 4 maybe. Who knows? Who knows? In any case, the attack here is pretty much stopped. Unfortunately, I forgot to tell my AA infantry to actually go somewhere else, and yeah, they're actually going to be just going to get massacred as a result. My Seahawk also coming a little bit too far forward as well, actually, given the circumstances. Actually, he's going to take a couple of pot shots though, and no anti-air to stop him, so... Well, there we go, he's doing a bit of damage. Too bad I don't have recon here instead, actually. And nope, Mig's going to finish him off. Come on, anti-infantry, do your stuff. Oh, the humanity. And well, at least we did manage to take revenge on the MiG at the very least. Hammerschutzen's trying to come in for Red Rooster, but really, we need to basically mass up and attack as quickly as possible to go for Foxtrot. Going for the piecemeal attacks like this one is not going to work too well, to say the least. I'm not sure what the hell these guys are doing coming out from there either. Okay, well there's a reinforcement zone right there, but why are they coming from there? They should be coming in... I suppose it depends on what exactly, where you select to go, actually, I suppose. But in any case, thankfully we do have our own tunnel to reinforce very close to Foxtrot, although I think our opponents are a bit closer. But the disparity is not quite as big as, trying to attack Alpha. So there we go, although that is something we should have taken into account, actually. We should have sent out some napalm flames just to stop, or at least to panic everything that comes out of this reinforcement pipe. But yeah, well, what can you do? They are going to be reinforcing, unfortunately, and that should at least set the stage for quite a little battle. And something else I almost missed, actually, is that I'm sending out one of my friend's spatters as well to try to do a bit of damage. The UAZ CV is all the way out here, actually, so it's going to be a bit of a tall order to try to get to it. Although I have spotted it, though. Really? I actually spotted it? Oh, okay. What are the optics of these guys? Very good, so they're not exceptional. Huh. Well, I suppose this thing is not actually... Yeah, it's not actually in any cover or any concealment, so I suppose that explains why it's being spotted so readily. Very strange, though. Well, so am I actually going to get it with artillery, maybe, or am I just going to try to send these guys straight up here? We'll see what happens. My airboats aren't doing anything just yet. And, yeah, Red Rooster's going to suggest bombing it. Corsair and Tram coming in for myself, as well as an ice. The Tram, unfortunately, is running out of fuel. He probably won't be able to make it, but the Corsair will be able to make it. Will he be able to take care of it, though? That's the question. Corsair will probably get taken out as a result. He is down. The Fuhrings UAZ has been shelled, and pretty good hit, actually. He's right in the middle of the flames. He's stunned. He's burning to death. He's going to probably end up dying, maybe a little bit more. And down he goes, actually. So we do actually manage to get Delta taken out. Amazing. I didn't even have to reveal the Ferenc for that, although you can actually see the Dornier. Oops, that's us. What about them? Yeah, they can actually see the Dornier, so they would have known that there's some infantry actually did land there, so... indeed. Yep, it's down, alright. Indeed, yeah, they could do a defense. Now the Dornier coming in. And yeah, now the points are going to be coming up, thank God for that. And we're also massing up for an attack here as well. Okay, some infantry coming in through the front here, maybe just to help defend in case they try to do a counter-attack on Echo. But yeah, the big battle is almost certainly going to be at this zone here next to Foxtrot. And yeah, just going to be sending in crap loads of infantry for myself to tank damage. And yeah, we should be pretty much ready, really. But we'll see what happens. In any case, our points are coming up, and there we have it. At the very least, we should be able to get a draw. Thank God for that. The CV is coming in, but well, opponents are going to be playing at a disadvantage. So there we go. It certainly took loads of time, but that is that. They actually are going to be sending in a BMP CV somewhere, and they're going to be counter-attacking. What point was that again? That's Golf, but really, yeah. A couple of Lichte-Schutzens and T-72 M1s, no anti-air even, or recon for that matter. Yeah, they don't really stand too much of a chance, although these Weasel Towers could do a bit of, well, actually no, they don't need repairs, but they could do more missiles maybe just to get out of there, actually. In fact, I'm surprised they're not firing, I think. Oh, they're too far behind the, yeah, need to zoom in there. Yeah, they're too far into the forest, most likely. But there we go, they're getting to shoot now. A little bit close to the T-72s, though. Just having a look, what do we have here? Okay, you have defense, so I think they're spotted by French Bahers. Let's have a look. Well, they would have seen something take out their helicopters, so going to be sending in some T-72s to try to take them out. Thankfully, my French Bahers should be able to see them from a mile away. Won't be able to take out the enemy CV, unfortunately, though, because it's all the way there. Actually, I probably could have tried to spot that, but, well, whatever, we'll see what happens. And indeed, almost ready to assault. We've got some smoke being dropped yet again. Montreal's trying to counterattack over the hill. We actually have done an alright job holding onto the hill for the most part. This is Gen combat's really being king of the hill, basically, and yeah, just going to be laying down a bit of smoke myself, and we should be advancing with infantry, tanks, anti-air. We're going to be throwing everything at them. We do have a slight advantage. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to count as an actual victory for us. But hopefully we'll be able to do a bit more damage with the attack itself. More aircraft and all, they're getting destroyed. Poking a couple of holes here and there, but also getting poked in return, to say the least. French Spatter is also coming in for myself. Actually, now do they see them? Yes, they do. And here come the transport helicopters, probably to take them out. So we'll see what happens though. We'll want to be paying attention mostly to this attack though. We're going to be a little bit more significant, although this French Spatter has... Actually, I don't think they'll be doing much more really apart from spotting. And interesting job of myself actually putting down the smoke, leaving a few gaps here and there. It's actually disappearing a little bit quickly, to say the least. And yep, some of my transports I think I'm already getting fired upon as well. Why is the frame rate... Okay, I suppose it is a bit of a big game, but the frame rate is actually going down a little bit much for my liking. Very strange. Wow. Okay. Well then. In any case, the battle has begun. A drop of the frame rate has begun as well by looks of things. In any case, there we go. We've got Red Roosters infantry also coming in. Cannon and Jagdpanzers coming in as well just to take initial hits. Keeler is coming in right behind them actually, and unfortunately that was a pretty well timed rocket barrage by our opponents, actually managing to stun and panic quite a few units, so even managing to get us to split up our forces a little bit further forward. My Jupiter's coming in just to tank damage mostly. No ATGMs being aimed at them. We'll see what happens though. Jaegers have been put out for myself. Unfortunately, the vast majority of our stuff is panicked and our opponent's stuff is mostly calm, so we are going to be attacking at a bit of a disadvantage. We should at the very least be able to get a favourable draw. Trams also coming in to do a bit of damage. Jupiter's coming in just to tank damage. And we'll, okay, there we go. They will get the enemy to waste some missiles. I suppose it's better than nothing. And at the very least, yeah, Cannon and Jagdpanzers have managed to make it through. The smoke managing to provide a pretty good cover. Jaegers trying to get through as quickly as possible, but yeah, as you can see, quite a few of them are panicked. A few of them are calm and all that. We should be able to recover relatively quickly from that rocket barrage, hopefully, but it's still going to be anyone's game at this point. Only 2 minutes to go. It's going to be quite the battle indeed. What if we just hide the HUD, actually? Actually, yeah, screw it. I think I'll just keep it there. Smoke isn't obscuring too much, really, and yep, just more is going to be a drop down as well, just so that we can assault the forest in relative peace. Hammerschutz is being deployed as well. They should be able to take care of the FJBs, hopefully. Still got quite a few to wade, quite a bit to wade through there, and the command vehicle's all the way back here, actually. So yeah, we definitely have to try to push through a bit more while getting attacked by T-72s and MI-8 TBKs with ATGMs, but there we go. Might just be able to make something happen. 1.5 minutes to go. It's still anyone's game though, but we are managing to break through. Zippos, Cannon, Jagdpanzers, even Leopard 2A4s by myself actually coming in to brute force their way essentially. And there we go. We've detected the CV, it seems. I think my Leopards were the one that took it out, and there you have it. +1 points coming in for ourselves. They could reinforce with a CV, but really this zone is a little bit hot to reinforce, to say the least. And well, we'll see what happens though. We do have Keeler is getting stunned and well, eventually destroyed actually. So they definitely are going to be counter-attacking with helicopters mostly. We don't seem to have too much anti-air. Still continuing to charge forward. Minor Roland 2 is coming in as well by myself. Huh. Okay, that must have been from... Yeah, it must have been Panthers units actually. And yeah, we do have some anti-air actually. So there we go, yeah, Minor Rolands. I didn't even bother to separate them actually, which is something I should have done, but there we go. They're out and about like a trout, so should hopefully be able to take out the helicopters relatively easily. There we go. One of them being taken out. Still a couple more to go though. They are getting damaged pretty heavily, and we are slowly but surely going to be securing this as well. Even a couple of Eagles and such coming in. One Eagle and one Ice coming in to do a bit of damage. Planes dropping like flies. Okay, so that's actually what my target was apparently, trying to go for the helicopters instead, and amazingly enough, one of the planes actually does manage to make it through. Nope, both of them get taken out. and wow, dies just before the end of the match. Incredible, simply incredible. So yeah, definitely taking quite a few losses, but also inflicting quite a bit of damage as well. Wow, too bad you can't see the what killed what actually for the replay. That really sucks, but still a hell of a match indeed, if I do say so, and a great way to end it. Goddamn. Minor victory, but victory nonetheless, if I do say so. So I shall see you all next time.